Hi there, welcome to Practical Piano. My name is Tia. I've been playing piano for 22 years and teaching for 12, and today I'm going to show you how to build your most basic chords, which are called triads. Once you understand how triads work, they'll be a lot less confusing and you'll have a good foundation for learning how to build seventh chords. For this video, you'll need to know your intervals and how to shrink and grow them. If you're not sure what intervals are or how to make them bigger or smaller, I will link the two videos about that in the iCards and the description. The intervals you need to understand for this video are the major third, the minor third, the perfect fifth, the diminished fifth or the tritone, and the augmented fifth. I'll show what these are briefly in this video, but to understand them well, check out the videos on intervals. So what is a triad? A triad is your most basic chord type. It has 3 notes in it, and they're spaced out at specific intervals. And we have 4 types of triads. We have the diminished, the minor, the major, and the augmented. Now we'll talk about the root. Every chord, whether it's a triad or a different kind of chord, is built on what's called the root. And the root is the same as the name of the triad or the chord. So if I make a triad and I start it with the root on C, I have a C triad. If I have it starting on F sharp, I have an F sharp triad. If I started on B flat, I have a B flat triad. So the name of the root is the same as the name of the triad. Every triad has a root, and then from the root you build an interval of a third, and also from the root you build an interval of a fifth. And the type of third, whether it's major or minor, and the type of fifth, which is perfect, diminished, or augmented, is what determines which triad you're playing. So now I'm going to show you how to build each triad, and we'll start with the major triad because it's the most common and it's easy to understand the other triads based on the major. So to build a major triad, we're going to pick a starting note, and we're going to pick C for now. C is our root. Our triad is named after C. From here, we're going to add a major third. And a major third basically has 3 keys in between it, whether they're white or black. And we're also going to add a perfect fifth from the root, which has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 keys in between it, including white and black. So we have the major third, and we have the perfect fifth. This combination of major third and perfect fifth is what makes a triad major in type. So this is a C major triad. Let's build the same chord, but we'll build it on F sharp. F sharp is our root. We add a major third higher than the F sharp, so 3 notes in between it. And we add a perfect fifth higher than the F sharp. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is my dog jostling the camera because she's getting a good position for her bed. Okay. Here we go. So we have F sharp, we have the major third, and we have the perfect fifth. And this is F sharp major triad. For the third example, let's build this on B flat. Let's do B flat, and then we add a major third, and also from B flat, we're adding a perfect fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 notes in between. This is the perfect fifth, this is the major third, you play them all together, and now you have a B flat major triad. Last example, let's do A major. We start with A, we give it a major third, and from A we also give it a perfect fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, perfect fifth. So this is A major triad. So you can have any combination of white keys and black keys, as long as you have the right distance between the notes. Sometimes you'll hear people call these chords instead of triads. So they'll mean C major triad, but it'll just say C major, or it'll say C major chord. And you can safely assume that when they're talking about a chord and they don't put a seventh on it, you can safely assume that the chord is a triad. Calling them chords instead of triads is like calling a square a rectangle. A square is a rectangle, it's just a specific kind of rectangle. Triads are chords, they're just a specific kind of chord. So you can say C major chord or C major triad, either way is fine. Now we will build a minor triad, and the first thing we're going to do is show it in relation to the major. So here's the C major triad again, and to shrink it to a minor you only change the third. We have a major third, we turn it into a minor third by shrinking it by one note. Now you're playing a minor third and a perfect fifth, and that combination of minor third and perfect fifth is what defines the minor triad. But let's build a minor triad from scratch. We're going to start with F. F is our root. We're going to add a minor third above it, which only has two keys in between the notes, so this one and this one. And then we're going to add a perfect fifth above it, which still has 6 keys in between. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So here's the perfect fifth, and here's the minor third, and the combination of minor third and perfect fifth makes this F minor triad. We'll build the minor triad on B flat. So B flat is our root. We're going to add a minor third above it, and we're also going to add the perfect fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So minor third, perfect fifth, all together we have B flat minor triad. Let's do this with A. So we have A, and we give it a minor third, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we have a perfect fifth. A minor triad. Now, since we have the minor triad already, let's make it diminished. A diminished triad has a minor third, and it has a diminished fifth. And it's a very anxious sounding chord. Now, the minor third has the 2 notes in between it. The perfect fifth, instead of having 6 notes in between it, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 notes in between it. And this is what causes the anxiety, is this sound here. So, if you have a minor third and a diminished fifth, you have a diminished triad, and we've built this on A, so it's A diminished. Let's build on B flat. So we have B flat, we skip 2 notes, we have a minor third, and if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and go to the next one, we have our diminished fifth. And when you have a minor third and a diminished fifth, you have the B flat diminished triad. Now, this is not a proper triad, but I'm going to show it to you because learning makes more sense in context. And if we don't have this one, there will be something missing. So before, we had the major triad, we shrank the third, and now it's a minor triad. Well, what happens if you have a major triad and you just shrink the fifth instead? This is not a triad anymore. It's called a Major Flat-5 chord. Since it's not a triad, we won't get into it, but I want you to have all the context, and this is one way that you can shrink a major, is not just by lowering the third or lowering both the third and the fifth, but you can also lower just the fifth, and that'll give you the Major Flat-5 chord, which will be named after the root. So this will be C Major Flat-5. Okay, that's it for shrinking. what if you make the major triad bigger? So if we keep the major triad, but we augment or increase the fifth by growing it by one note, this is an augmented triad. The augmented has a root, a major third, and an augmented fifth. So let's build that one on A. We have A, we're going to give it a major third, and we're going to augment the fifth. So instead of having 6 notes in between, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like a fifth, like a perfect fifth, you're going to augment it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now it has 7 notes in between. So we have a major third and an augmented 5, and when you play them together, you have a augmented triad. Let's also do this on F sharp. So we have F sharp, 1, 2, 3, and that's the major third. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is the augmented fifth. Major third, augmented fifth, F sharp, augmented triad. That is the only way we can grow a triad. When we had C major, we can increase the fifth and get an augmented triad. But if you increase the third, this is an interval of a fourth now. That's a perfect fourth. And so we can't count that as a triad anymore. This is actually a sus chord because we've replaced the 3 with the 4. And we're not getting into sus chords today. But basically the only way you can grow a major triad is augmenting the fifth. So we've exhausted our triads. We can't get any more out of this. And we end up having 4 triads. Let's go from the largest to the smallest. We have the augmented, the major, the minor, and the diminished. And let's play it from the smallest to the largest. Diminished, minor, major, and augmented. And we have the one variant, which is the major flat-5, which is not a triad. And actually, if we're talking about variants, we also have the sus chord, which is not a triad. Now, you'll hear about triads being part of scales, and I'm going to simplify that here. So here's the C major scale, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. The first note, the third note, and the fifth note of the major scale are what make the C major triad. They're the root, the major third, and the perfect fifth. And if we play the C minor scale, the first, the third, and the fifth note of the scale are what make the C minor triad. They're the root, the minor third, and the perfect fifth. So major triads fit inside major scales, and minor triads fit inside minor scales. But you don't have to know every scale to find the triad. You just need to know how big the intervals are inside a triad, because there are 45 scales, so we want to find the easiest way to find the chord, which would be start with the note, add the third, add the fifth. So I hope that makes sense. Comment down below if you have any questions. In the next video, we're going to talk about the next step of building your chords, which is adding sevenths onto your triads to make seventh chords. In the video after that, we'll talk about inversions so that we can cover inversions of triads and seventh chords. So if you're interested in sevenths or inversions, stay tuned to the channel and subscribe so that you see those videos when they come out. Thank you for watching so far. I hope this has helped you understand the various triads. If you learned something, please drop a comment or a like, and if you know somebody who's also interested in this kind of theory, please share the video with them. Until next time, happy practicing.